you're living.
Tea Party Congressman Alan West of Florida. I must confess, when I see anyone with an Obama bumper sticker, I recognize them as a threat to the gene pool. They believe in loving America but hating its government. And they believe that anyone who disagrees with the Tea Party has sinister anti-American motives.
The objective of the liberals is to destroy this country. The objective of the liberals is to make America mediocre.
Most of all, you must never, under any
America hated Obama so much that they elected a reality star to be president after him. That's how much they hated
Our
Obama.
top political priority over the next 2 years should be to deny President Obama the second term.
And one other plank in the Tea Party platform. If you're poor, it means you're either too lazy or too stupid to be rich. Here's Andre Bauer, Tea Party leader and Lieutenant Governor of
What
South
I'm
Carolina.
attempting to
My
make here
grandmother
is
was
a
not
sweater.
highly educated woman, but it's almost hard to believe Republicans can't get Dorothy Cooper to vote for them.
It's the collar where the rib stitch is,
Don't
and
give up.
then
It's not up to me. We have the guy. We've
not
had him
showing
for 10
it
weeks.
properly.
Mr. Skinner, I'm sorry.
Where the rib
Just
stitch
leave
is,
that on the
that's
lead
where the
desk.
collar
She's not
is.
here right
And then
now.
as it comes
Messenger,
down,
this is a personal account.
that's where the body, that's why it's
I'll
expanded.
take it. Yes,
See,
sir.
it's
How are you gonna smoke
expanded.
them out?
I'm not explaining this
Oh, what is it?
properly.
Let me say this.
I'm expanding it because of the, obviously how a sweater goes is that it goes over your shoulder and your chest, so I'm doing that part. But it's a sweater. It's my attempt to make a sweater. When I get to the sleeves, I want them to be gray. This is the
That's
color
one of my
yarn
favorite
that I'm
days.
using. This is very, very chunky and soft, and it's really nice. And yes, I'm attempting to do this. This is the first time that I'm trying to make a sweater. I often want to wear certain things that I don't feel are available in the stores, like certain styles, and I like sweaters, but I always find them to be itchy or too small or too big, too this, too that. They're always something that they just aren't flattering to me to wear, and they're not comfortable. So I figured I'd make my own, so that's what I'm doing. If I look like I'm a little bit down today, it's because
Can you say why America is the
I had a little argument this morning with my mother, and
Very handsome.
yeah, she made me sad, and she made me cry, so that's why I seem a little bit down,
Being
but
bedridden suits me.
How many times
I'm
do I have
fine
to tell
now.
you
I
this
feel better
guy
after
is an idiot.
showering,
No, Shorty, like the
get myself
second
a
break.
facial, and I have my mocha,
Everyone I
and I'm about to eat
respect
some
is
food, and I did my hair, and I'm watching HBO, and I'm knitting.
Anyone that doesn't have an axe to
I'm
grind with
making
you.
myself feel better, you know what I'm saying?
Coward-ass pussified pussies.
I'm always doing things to
just
make myself
doesn't
feel better because there's always somebody else that's making me feel
Right.
down, but I'm still working on how to not let anyone else change my mood and alter my mood and make me feel differently than how I feel. But it's different when it's your mother, you know?
She's not nice.
She's probably the last person who has an actual effect on me.
heard that.
We're still having boundary issues,
Seriously?
and I'm working on it, you
My
know?
great aunt,
It made me
Dorothy
sad,
Cooper,
so
is
that's
96
why.
years old and has been voting
I feel
for
better now.
75
This is my
years.
father's shirt, by
Now
the way.
state of
That's why it's so
Tennessee
big on me.
saying she can't vote.
But yeah.
Voter ID?
I want to know what you're going to do about that.
Well,
I want to
So
know why I
the-
don't see it on the news.
The row that I just did was just a regular knit row, just a regular knit row. So now this next row that I'm doing is going to be an expanding row, where I expand more on it.
Shut up.
Okay.
These little
I want to see this story on the news.
different color threads are my way of using what are they called? Knit markers. I don't have knit markers, so I made these fake ones out of different color thread, so I know where to extend it for the shoulder and the bodice. Because as I said, I did the collar, and now I'm expanding to do the rest of the body. And as I also said, this is my first time knitting a sweater. I've been trying to teach myself how to knit things this year, because last year I learned how to knit, but I never actually knitted anything that's wearable. I just knitted like coasters and stuff. So this year I wanted to try to knit clothes, and I've attempted to knit a bralette and a halter top, and now I'm attempting a sweater.
Because I never got it.
Wish me luck. 2, 4, 6,
Guys,
7.
I don't understand.
This is how you know I've been increasing.
Your message.
There is 7 stitches here after the yellow. It was 3. It was 3 when I started. Now it's 7 because I've increased it. Meaning expanded it. Probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
What is illness?
Haven't eaten anything today yet.
What matter? Wounds.
I tend to lack an appetite when I'm not in a good headspace. And my mother upsetting me this morning alternated my appetite. You know how you'll know a song that you've heard forever but you don't know the lyrics? That's this song for me. And whenever I hear the beginning, I think of that one scene in Family Guy. And you know what's funny about the thing with my mother? When she called me, I was a little bit excited to tell her that I started this yesterday. But she was too busy talking to me about other people's lives to care to ask what was going on with me. That really hurt my feelings. She really hurt my feelings. And all she ever cares about is how I made her feel in response to what she did to make me feel. Like,
At this point in his first term, Reagan had taken 112.
are you going to acknowledge that you did something that upset me? Like, or are you just gonna be like, oh, I'm a bad mother, and da 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 da. That's all she ever does. It's really irritating. If I say you did something that irritated, don't try to shift trying to shift the sympathy from me to her. It's like, no.
I want to wait for the night either.
I'm not gonna feel bad for giving you a reaction that you were clearly looking for. My mother has a way about her, well, she'll do something on purpose to piss me off because she wants a reaction, and I know that she's doing it like that because she'll constantly repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it until she gets a reaction. And then when she gets it, she's like, oh, you treat me like I'm a bad mother. And I'm like, you're intentionally going out of your way to fuck with me. What do you...
He's working hard.
Like,
on his
you're needling.
Yeah, on a Sunday. We've all been working
Like
all
me with these
weekend.
knit needles.
Dawn's been
You're
helping
needling.
out
This is
on
me
Sunday
expanding.
show.
That's why it looks like so much stronger right now.
What are you trying
Yeah,
to
she
say?
needles me, and then
In a year you go nowhere.
when I react, she feels bad. It's like, this was your intention. Your intention was to get a reaction. You got one. What, you don't like your reaction?
I get it. Do you? Yes.
She'll say something to me and I won't respond. Like, I won't respond, and she'll repeat it. It's like, can't you just learn that I'm not responding because I don't want to talk about it?
What does that mean?
I don't want to talk about it. Why do you have to tell me 10 times? Like,
You and Jim got back together.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to know about it.
I don't.
It's interrupting me, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be interrupted.
See you. What are you talking about?
Last year, somebody did something to me. I was living my life and I was fine and I was interrupted.
What do you mean he might not have been there to see me?
And it was unnecessary. Like, people like to fuck with me unnecessarily for no reason.
Before he finished his sentence.
And then when I asked you, what's your wrong? I just wanted to tell you why. Do you want a reaction? Do you want me to, is there something you would like me to do? Why do I need to know this? If you don't want me to do anything, why do you have to tell me about it?
I have to go. No. Lisa, no, it's okay. No, I forgot. I have to be out of place. Lisa! Lisa! Oh, Lisa! Oh! Are you fucking kidding me?
Celeste is the famous brownstone.
Not HBO promoting their HBO show in an HBO show.
To Carrie, we all got
Is
to
HBO
live the
Disney?
typical life of a
Once again, this is me expanding. Maybe I should show that when you expand, and I just learned this yesterday. I'm a quick learner though. You grab from the back, you pull it over to the front, and it's very tight because you're expanding the sleeve, right? Hold up, see, wait. Oh, already did something wrong. Have to move the knit marker. From the back, and you bring it over to the front. It's very difficult, so I have to use my nail here. To the front. And then you get the working thread, yarn, put it over.
I'm with Lisa. And you're with Don.
You didn't.
But if you did,
I just expanded, and that's why it's so tight right here. I don't know why I'm showing you this. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it, but this is for the sleeve. I don't know if you could tell that it's, you can't tell, fuck it. Anyway, the rest of it isn't gonna be as tight as that was. After this row, the next row is just gonna be a regular, just knitting across and no expanding, because you expand with every other row. And after that, I'm gonna have myself some water after this row and maybe eat my sandwich.
During Tea Party rallies and campaign speeches,
I haven't eaten anything today
America was
because
founded as a Christian nation. And that
my
the
mother
founding fathers were. Here's John
said
Adams
before
in the
that I've had
Treaty of
family
Tripoli.
problems,
As
and
the government of the United States
I just
is
need to
not
stop
in any sense
caring
founded
so
on
much.
the Christian religion. And here's Thomas Jefferson.
because I'm happy with myself and other people aren't happy with me, and that's not my problem, you know what I'm saying? It's not my problem if other people aren't happy with me. I like myself just the way I am. I don't want to change.
What's more frightening than the perversion of
And I don't want other people to have to feel like they need to change.
The very men and women
But if I tell you to do something or not do something, why can't you just do that? It has nothing to do with you changing your life or your ways.
So we get this.
Just don't do it to me. Okay, so I'm expanding again right here.
The phony Republican, is it Nancy
Should I attempt to show you again? I don't know how to properly show you it.
It's this man.
I'm gonna do it, just do it.
He said, heal the sick, feed the hungry, care for the weakest among us, and always pray.
It's tight, so you go under.
It's been over a year. I'm not your midnight girl.
I'm gonna put the camera right here.
Hang on. I was disappointed and... What's happening now?
He is not about to
I'm
propose.
asking you to move in with me.
Oh, okay, because I'm about to say. Say no.
This is it.
Fuck, okay.
I already have a key.
This one's in a box. I badly want to make this work.
You shouldn't have to like work this hard. Like, I don't know. It depends. True love, you have to work hard, but it just seems like it's a lot of work for someone who I don't think you love and doesn't love you. It's just me.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of Bank of Jordan. I can't get to the phone right
You
now.
both love each other, that's one thing. See how I'm just doing regular stitches for this one? Regular knit stitches? Now I'm about to expand again. So you move this over. Oh, look at my nails. What's up? Remember my nail last year was all fucked up? Remember that? Anyway, I'm about to expand again. Right here. See how it's tight, it's loose here? Because this is signifying that this is the shoulder. See how it's a little bit wider? Do you see? I don't know how to properly explain it. But this is where it comes out because this is where the shoulder is. I've been extending here.
And
See?
you have a body that
Tell?
refuses to quit. If Playboy ever decided to do a Women of NASDAQ lady,
Facts. He's talking about Jane Fonda. She's the baddest. You're gonna lift this up from the back this time.
You were high on the air?
No.
From the
How
back
would
like
you
that.
know that, Reese?
Well,
Put it.
were you high on the air the night we killed Bin Laden?
That's a funny ass question. Were you high when we killed Bin Laden? Put it from the back like that. Bring this
You were
over.
very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and you're
It's
fired.
difficult to do it and make sure I'm on camera.
Yeah, I
Bring it
just
over.
Okay, but if you do, your son's going to jail for a little while.
What the hell are you talking about?
You hacked my phone.
No, I didn't.
Come.
Go
There we
faster.
go.
You just say, yes, I did.
I didn't.
See, now I've
And you're
expanded it.
fired too.
So
Why
it's
should
tight
they
here.
have
See?
Decoration.
You hacked
It's tight.
the phone and you
It was loose before. It's tight now because I've expanded it and I've added another stitch. Can you see the difference?
You got proof. Solomon
You really can't see the
Hancock.
difference until I come down the whole
He's an
row
NSA analyst
and
who's
show
giving me information
the
about illegal
extension.
domestic surveillance. He
Anyway, so I did that, so I'm gonna knit this all the way down
before
until
he
I get
did,
to the next
yeah, this envelope
marker,
sent to me.
which is here, and then I'm gonna expand
It's a
again.
record of Reese ordering hacking of phones belonging to Mackenzie
So yeah, that's
Gale,
it. I can't
Howard
continue to
Stern,
film like this.
Casey
It's ridiculous.
Anthony's
Going
lawyers
back.
and relatives.
Focus on my face, please.
This is how the tabloid world works, and that magazine turns a profit in a competitive market. And by the way, this
Focus
is
on
what
my face. Hello? Alright, my camera don't fuck with me.
They're lying, Leona. They're just lying. Bunch of fatuous, mean-spirited bigots
Lying.
screaming
Just
platitudes
lying.
about what America stands for.
Can't stand liars.
Let's show them.
Can't stand people who just don't like to live in harmony.
about this.
I don't care if people think that that's boring.
I'm gonna make it easy for you because you're shutting down your tabloid.
You want to shut down
I don't like
profits?
You
excitement.
reported 14 billion.
I don't like being stressed
And
out,
what
you know?
reason do we give publicly?
I don't think that that's like
Terrific press.
the only way
You
to
know
live
me well
life,
enough to know I do not negotiate like
is
this.
to be constantly stressed out
This wasn't a negotiation.
because you want to be hype about nothing.
They're gonna do their show.
Things
Just
that
think
don't
about it.
matter.
And whatever happens
I like
next,
knitting, it's very therapeutic.
happens next.
This is what matters. I'm expanding again because I'm at another knit marker. Look at what I get excited about. See, this is just how I am. This is who I am. See?
Give 6 months' salary to
It's
a
very cool
school
to me. Making things is what I find to be cool. Creating, being creative,
Don't shoot and miss.
artistic, and trying different things, you know what I'm saying?
Lucky for Will, he's got the aim of a sharpshooter who's been trained to shoot.
While I watch HBO, of course.
can't just
See,
say
it got
something.
tighter. Move this over. And 2 knit stitches.
Beef for beef stew.
Another expansion. And you can tell, well, you can't tell,
You
but I
can't
can
announce your
tell.
intention to not pay your bills and then expect to keep your credit rating.
Because there's
Like
2
Ezra's children,
stitches
the two
here
parties took
instead
the
of
economy
1.
hostage
So
and
you're
then
gonna
bragged
grab
about
it from the back,
Senate Minority Leader Mitch
bring it to
McConnell's
the
the Washington
front.
Post. I think some
We'll be right back.
I can't wait for Succession tonight. That's like my favorite thing about
bring it home.
Sundays.
Sitting in the back of the newsroom.
Succession.
Listen.
It's tight
Sitting there
again.
all day and all through the broadcast, and I feel like I know her.
I'm almost done with this row
The
and I'm about to
greater
show
fool is
y'all.
actually an economic term.
Okay.
You're staying?
Hey, Joey.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm examining my work.
Did the sound go out of the...
It's so nice.
Did I hear the sound go out after?
It's crazy how much progress I've made in just like a few hours. Like I just started doing this last night. So I'm gonna show y'all what I was talking about. Laying it flat so y'all could actually see. Okay.
What was the rest of the message?
Basically, this is the collar, okay? It's separated now, but it's going to be together, right? Because it's a sweater. Obviously, it's separated now. I'm gonna put it together when I'm done, but let's pretend it's together. This is the neck.
Ideological purity.
This is the collar, right?
Literalism.
This is the part that goes down to the shoulders. Boobies. Anyway, I'm expanding it this way, right?
A need to control women's bodies.
When I say expanding, I mean this was smaller, right? Because for the head and the neck and but it's like I'm so proud. You see right here, these are where the expansion is happening. You see how it's a different thing than over here? How it's coming out for the shoulders?
And the American talent cannot
I'm trying to explain it. I should just show it and shut up. But it's coming out, see? Like these are just, this area is just straight down, right? Because it's the front, but then this is a shoulder. So it's coming out for the expansion. And then this is the side, so it's just straight down. But then right here, this stitching right here is expansion. Every time there's a marker, I've expanded it. That's my sweater, the beginning of my sweater. And as you see, the design on the collar is purposefully different from the body, obviously, because I want to distinguish that. And this is the same type of pattern, the rib stitch that I want to put on the sleeves, like the end of the sleeve. But once again, you see the markers, that's where it expands and the pattern becomes different. I'm very proud of it because I only just started it last night and I've made such great progress. And I like the pattern. Like I said, it's soft and I'm just very proud of it. That's all. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. So that was an expansion row. The next row will just be a regular row, and the row after that will be another expansion row, and then a regular row, and then another expansion row until I get it all the way out. And then when I get to the sleeve portion, I'm gonna switch to gray. And then of course I'm gonna do the front panel and the back panel. When I said that part, the freaking camera cut out. So yeah, but now I'm gonna drink some water and I'm gonna eat something because my appetite came back because I feel a little bit better now that I've done this and I've come back to myself and I've not forgotten what my mother did or how she made me feel, but I want to kind of put it behind me because I am still working on not being so reactive and not just because it's really just her. Nobody else can get that reaction out of me or make me angry. But I'm seeing now that I have to do that with her as well and figure out how to not react because she can make me react. It's because I care so much, you know. I'm still learning how to not care. I'm really liking my sweater though. I'm very proud of it. This is worth my time. This type of work brings me happiness, you know, just like creating videos or painting. Like whenever I'm creating anything, it brings me happiness. You know, the type of work that you don't get paid for. Cooking, cleaning, you know, my home and myself, get myself a facial, doing my hair. Like that type of work I enjoy. Creating and self-work.
Didn't you tell me?
I was waiting.
The labor work I don't really give a fuck
18 months
for.
ago was the right time.
I don't mind doing it, obviously.
No, it was you, Billie. I was just producing.